The way to create shadows of an object in isometry perspective is by projecting the points that are above the ground onto the ground. In this case, I am projecting the points of the semicircle of my arrow down to the ground, which means I am creating, at an angle of 30 degrees, the shadows of this part. Supposing therefore that the rest of my arrow is sitting already on the ground. The same process happens afterwards for the back part. I am projecting every point of the semicircle of the back of my arrow down to the ground at an angle of 30 degrees. After I have calculated for both front and back, I'm just using a 14B pencil to make sure that my black is strong enough. Let's take a look now at the perspective. In this case, the sun will shine from the left, and I would like it to be positioned slightly in front of the arrow, which means that the angles at which I'm calculating the projections of the lines will not be calculated on the left, but on the right. Therefore, you see this 30 degree of an angle represented on the right of all points. Again, the more points I have, the more precision for the shadow. I'm doing the same calculation for both front and behind, just so that you see. However, the only part that we are going to see from the shadow that we just calculated is this one that I'm hatching right now. Let's take a look now at constructing an inverted isometry. I actually put it in this video instead of the part 1, because I truly believe that shadows and contrasts will help us understand which part of our arrow is now seen by the viewer and which is not. So let's do a short recap of what we've learned today about the construction of shadows. Here, I'm going to show you exactly how I constructed the shadow of the arrow from below. And then the sun again shines from, let's say, right behind me. I'm drawing the sun casting a shadow at, let's say, 15 degrees this time. And I am doing it for more points, so that the result of my shadow is more precise. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, more about contrasts, darkness and light, in some of my next videos. See you soon!